So today I'm going to introduce the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. This is a relatively new campus, a new university. It was opened in 2014. And we work together with the Chinese University of Hong Kong, which is a university ranked 43rd in the world and 10th in Asia. All our programs are taught in English. We have 4-year undergraduate degrees, and we also have a range of postgraduate programs, which I'll talk about gradually as we go through this presentation. Just to explain quickly where we are and make sure you all know, if you haven't heard of Shenzhen, then it's a city that you'll definitely hear about very soon. It's a very young city. It was only really started to be built about 40 years ago, but it's already one of the biggest and most prosperous cities in China. And it's a perfect place to come and do your studies for a variety of reasons. So we're down in the southeastern corner of China, just across the border from Hong Kong. And it's actually quite good. We're actually not too far away from our main campus. So the main Chinese University of Hong Kong campus is just across the border here. And then we're in the northeastern corner of Shenzhen, a spot called Longgang district, but a beautiful place to live and study. I'm going to go quickly through our programs because this will probably give you a good idea of whether you want to come here and study or not. And then I'll go on and explain why you should come here to study. At the moment, we have 4 main schools, and I'll go through these one at a time and talk about the undergraduate and postgraduate courses that we have. So in the School of Management and Economics, we cover the main business school subjects: economics, finance, global business studies, marketing, professional accountancy. Obviously, though, being based in Shenzhen, which is one of China's main business hubs, which has its own stock exchange, which is home to the headquarters of most of these huge international companies, this is the perfect place to study business. Not to mention the quality of Chinese students who you're here studying with. The top 1% and 2% of Chinese students, you're going to be studying with elite Chinese students and making great networks with these people who are going to shape the future of Chinese business. We also have a range of postgraduate courses in business, covering similar sorts of topics to the undergraduate courses. Our second major school is the School of Science and Engineering. Again, here we're looking in particular at maths, statistics, and engineering courses such as computer science, electronic information engineering, so robotics type stuff, and new energy science. And then for postgraduate, computer and information engineering and data science and courses like this. Now, again, one of the reasons why we'd really encourage you to come here to study this is we're also home to so far 6 or 7 top world-class research institutes led by Nobel laureates. And so if you come here to study, you have a chance to do really groundbreaking research in addition to studying with the really elite professors that we have teaching here. One of our growing schools opened just in the last couple of years is the School of Life and Health Sciences. At the moment, this has programs in bioinformatics and biomedical science and engineering. And in the coming years, we're opening up medicine and pharmaceutical science. This is a really exciting period of growth for our university, and we're looking to become one of the major medicine universities in China in the future. And then finally, our last school is Humanities and Social Sciences. This school runs a lot of the core programs at our university, the general education, the English, but also offers majors in psychology, translation, and English. And for postgraduate, also global business studies, global studies. So if any of these catch your fancy, the next obvious question is, why would you come here to study? There's so many choices. There's so many places you can go around the world. Well, this is an elite university. This isn't just a good university. This is a university which is only 6 years old, but has already become the #1 joint university in China. We've been built based on CUHK systems and standards, so built on the standards of a university ranked 43rd in the world. And when you graduate, you get a degree from a university ranked 43rd in the world. And even though we're very young, we're already flying up the charts and becoming one of the top universities in China. And this is very strong for such a young university. The education that we give our students is sensational. Our students love studying here. We provide cutting-edge courses. We're choosing areas in which China is the specialist, in which we can provide something really new and build on the fantastic courses that CUHK already had before. We offer Chinese language training to our international students, of course, as part of the degree. But we try to go above and beyond this too. We try to have a whole person education. So not just the in-class learning, but also the out-of-class learning in our collegiate education system and stuff like this too. Again, all courses are taught in English. When you come here to study, this is one of the real keys here. As I said, we've already become one of the top universities in China, and one of the reasons is because we're attracting elite Chinese students, the top 1% to 2% of Chinese students by GPA. So when you come here and study, you're going to be pushed to study as hard as you can and learn as well as you can, because you're going to be studying with these people who are not just going to be doing simple jobs in the future, but they're going to be leaders of their industry. Shenzhen as a city offers enormous opportunities. It's the technology hub with BYD, Tencent, Huawei, all of these huge, famous, world famous technology companies, in addition to PricewaterhouseCoopers, Walmart, all these amazing business places too. And all of these are here in Shenzhen, headquarters in Shenzhen. So you have these amazing opportunities in a city which has grown from nothing 40 years ago, from a fishing village 40 years ago, to one of the biggest and most successful cities in China in this time. In addition to the opportunities of just being in Shenzhen, our campus is amazing. It's a gorgeous, fantastic, huge new campus. And we have fantastic facilities for students to get in and do things. So we have CIDE, which is the Center for Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship, and the Makers Workshop, which are designed to give students a chance to practice things outside class. Scholarships, if you can prove that you're good enough, we will give you a 4-year scholarship. This can cover full, half or quarter tuition. It'll cover accommodation. There are also government scholarships, and we have a work-study program. So if you're good enough to come here and study, and this is a difficult place to study, it's a real challenge to come here, but if you're good enough and you can show that you're good enough, we're willing to give you a scholarship to cover your fees for the full time you're here. You can come and study here for free if you're good enough. In just a short time, we've proven how good we are to other universities around the world. We already have links to 100 top international universities. Most recently, we signed up with Yale University in America, but we have sensational links to universities in all major regions of the world now. So no matter where you're interested in going, you can do joint degrees, exchange programs, summer programs, visiting programs, anything you want to link to other parts of the world. As I've mentioned, the campus is a huge, gorgeous place. It's built on the side of a hill. We've got lakes, mountains, paths winding around. The campus is the size, I think I heard someone say it's the size of about 145 football fields. There's a bus service to take students from the upper campus, which is the residential area, to the lower campus, which is the study area. On campus, we have huge range of activities, both Chinese cultural events, so it's Spring Festival and stuff like this, but also Western celebrations, so Christmas and stuff. Student clubs, college activities, departmental activities, all of these sort of things are designed to keep our students engaged and occupied. And that's in addition to swimming pool, like 4 or 5 gymnasiums on campus, dance studios, everything you need here. And then in case this isn't enough, the results of the university, even though we're only so young, already speak for itself. 2/3 of our graduates continue to postgraduate studies at top 50 universities worldwide. Of the remainder who go out to seek employment, 99%, almost 99% are employed within months of graduating. And there are statistics recently which showed that the salary that our graduates are earning is higher than that of top universities like Tsinghua University in China. Granted, that's a little bit unfair at the moment because we're a very young university, so the comparison isn't entirely fair. But it shows how successful we have been in such a short time. And it also shows the direction of our university. So with just a couple of minutes left, regarding applications to our university, we welcome online applications. So we've got the direct link there. You can put in your applications at that link. We'll be asking you for things like passport, academic transcripts, English ability, personal statements, recommendation letters. If we decide you're good enough, we'll give you an offer. If you're good enough for a scholarship, we'll give you an interview for a scholarship. At the moment, our applications for this year are closing on Monday. So that's Monday, the 15th of June is closing for the 2020 intake. So if you are wanting to apply for this year, you only have a couple of days left. Applications for the 2021 academic year will open in October. In terms of this type of standard we're looking at, we're looking for, as a guide, about the top 15% is our cutoff. So if you're wanting to apply to our university, you have to be at a high standard to be considered for a position. To get a scholarship, obviously you have to be notably higher than that too. We're looking probably top 10% for decent scholarships. IELTS requirement, 6.0, please. Obviously we've got standards for TEFL and those sort of things also. To quickly cover tuition and expenses, tuition fees are 95,000 RMB for a year, which is $14,500 US, which is slightly higher than some of the others which we've had so far. But I would also point out that as opposed to the others who have more expensive accommodation, our accommodation is free.